Greetings, this is Omji, your breath guide, and welcome to Breathfit, 20 minutes of breathe, move, elevate. I welcome you to close your eyes and observe your breathing. Normal breathing. And now, let's take 3 deeper breaths. Breathe out through the mouth, in through the nostrils. And now, in through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. 3 more. Relax your shoulders. Bring your hands to your heart center or in prayer position. 3 more conscious breaths, just being aware. And now, smilingly, drop your chin towards your chest and set an intention for yourself for this breath session. So it's a morning practice to warm up through breath and movement, to prime, energize, vitalize, focus for the next hour and hours and the rest of the day. Refresh your intention. Take a few deeper breaths. Refresh it again in one term or word or line. Okay, you can drop your hands down. Welcome again. So it's for intermediate level of fitness, these sessions. Each one will be different. So if it's your first session, welcome you to be curious, experimental, go for 60 to 80% of your maximum capacity. So you want to feel like you're working out with your breath, with your movement. Disclaimer is you're responsible for yourself, so rather be user-friendly. So after 3 Breathfit classes, you could be feeling different in your body with how energy is moving around, how your breathing's changed. Just 3 conscious breaths can change so much. So let's take 3 conscious breaths. And now we're going to breathe in, raise the shoulders, breathe out, drop the shoulders. So you can sit like me or in a cross-legged position, or you can be seated in a chair. Back off the backrest if you're choosing a chair. Breathe in, shoulders up. Breathe out, drop the shoulders down, release the tension, the stress. Shoulders up, in through the nostrils, out through the mouth, shoulders down. Keep going. We're going to do this for 1 minute. I welcome you to keep your eyes closed, because then you're more internal. You're feeling the current of what's happening in your cells, in your mind, in your breath. 30 seconds more. About 5 more. 3 more, and then we're going to breathe in, hold the breath for about 15 seconds, and we'll breathe out and hold it for longer. Last one. Deep breath in, slow, long, deep breath. Stretch up towards the roof or the sky. Breathe out, drop the shoulders. And pause. Your brain and your body is oxygenated, so you do not need to breathe. Welcome the spaciousness. Your body will tell you when you need to breathe out. The muscles would contract or the diaphragm would move backwards and forwards. You can be here for 5 more seconds, 10 more seconds. And when you're ready, connecting with the breath again, slow, long, deep breath through the nostrils. Stretch up towards the sky, relax the shoulders, drop the lower jaw. 7 seconds. Okay, coming back to your breath, breathing out, breathing in, natural, normal, easeful. Connect to the intention again, refresh it in the next 3 deeper conscious breaths. Your breaths might be shorter than mine, that's okay. You might be taking 4 breaths, that's all fine. Last one. Now we're going to bring our hands into a C shape. So notice the C. We're doing that, and we're taking the hands and comfortably bringing it around to the side ribs. And then drop the shoulders, elbows. Release the lower jaw. Let's take a few deeper breaths. Feeling the expansion, breathing out the contraction. Breathing in, breathing out like you're about to put on a corset. You want to just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze out, and then breathe in. And then preparing for your corset. Let's go slower breathing. Out through the mouth. Always in through the nostrils. There's the odd exception. Everything I share is suggestive. And highly recommended. I've had 27 plus years of breath awareness practice to breath regulation to processing work to from anxiety to inspiration programs. Let's take 3 more breaths. So 60 to 80% of your capacity. Enjoy it. 1 more. Now fill a little more. A little more. Relax. Drop your shoulders. Release your lower jaw. Relax your elbows. Drop your hips. Bring your pelvis towards your navel. Relax. And breathe out slowly after 3 to 10 seconds. And you can bring your hands away. Now keep the breath deep as if you've got your hands there. Okay, let's keep going with the breathing. C shape, expand, contract. Now we're going to breathe out through the nostrils as well. We're going to breathe in for 4, breathe out for 6. Okay, let's go together. Breathing in. Out. And 6. Breathing in. Out. In. Out. Last one. Out. Refresh your intention. Take 3 conscious breaths. And 6 completely out. 3 conscious breaths. Refresh your intention. Okay, I'm going to turn to the side slightly so you can see the movement. So you can stay in the same position, hands to the knees or the thighs, and breathe in, sternum forward, breathe out, sternum back. Okay, in and out through the nostrils. Be easeful, start slower. So I highly recommend you doing this within the first 2 hours of your day, start of your day, preferably the first hour, on an empty stomach, or like salt, warm water, like Himalayan salt, and lemon juice. And then like 20 minutes after that, you're good to go with a practice like this. That's suggested. Breathing in, forward, breathing out, back. And then increase the pace. Let's go for another 10 seconds. Deep breath in, sit up nice and tall, stretch up. Breathe out, relax, drop the shoulders, pause for 5 to 10 seconds. Easeful pause. Breathing out when you need to. Bring your hands to a rested position. Refresh your intention for the next 3 breaths. Okay, before we stand up, we're going to do another simple exercise. And then dropping your elbows onto the ground. Interlace your fingers or drop your hands to the ground. Stretch your legs out so you are pretty much straight with your body. You can even come lower down and slowly come up. So aim for your toes. Reach your heels back, shoulders back, down the back. That's what I mean. And then neck long, and let's hold there for a few more, like 7 more breaths, deeper breaths. And you can stop anytime it's appropriate for you to stop. Safety is good, less is more. Lift your hips up if you're still up. Tuck in your core muscles, your navel, suck in the navel. Draw the pelvic muscle towards the navel. Reach the heels out. And when you're ready, you can slowly drop down. And hands one over the other. Drop your forehead onto your top hand. And 3 to 5 breaths here. And then slowly coming up, hands under the shoulders, pushing yourself up, and then coming onto your knees forward, more or less like that, and slowly coming up to a standing position. And you might want to shake those legs out, those arms, and a few sighs. Okay. As you breathe out, relax the shoulders. Deep breath in, slowly out. Let's do 3 more. 4 in, out, and 6. Breathing in, out. Okay, awesome. We're going to round off with some seated breath practice. So come into a comfortable seated position again. And yeah, we're going to go for about another 5 minutes. And if you're sitting cross-legged, you don't need to sit like me. I prefer that. I'm flexible enough after 27 years of meditation. So welcome you to close your eyes again. 3 conscious breaths. Okay, this is 2 more breathing. I can tell you a lot more about this and that in the practices. 2 more breathing is a very simple technique done this way. 5 breaths in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. I'll demonstrate before we start. And it in English, the translation would be inner fire. So you're building your inner fire and your immune system boosting, and also connection to, I'll call it higher power, source. So it's 5 breaths in and out, and then the 6th breath is just held. We'll do the first set very simply, just focusing on the breath, and then we'll do a 2nd set. Okay. Closing your eyes again. Deeper breath in. Breathe out to the side, drop the shoulders, and 1 more. Okay, so drop the chin, take another breath there, and then we're going to breathe in, rise the chin. Sorry, let's just go for keeping it simple, not involving the chin. Let's come back to neutral, and the 2nd set will involve the chin. Okay, 1 more breath, and now breathing in through the nostrils, breathing out through the mouth. About this space. Two more. Last one. Now we're going to breathe in and hold for about 10 seconds. Hold, relax. Five seconds. And slowly out through the mouth after 3, 2, 1. A few normal breaths. And let's do the 2nd set, this time involving the chin. So you're going to drop your chin, and let's start breathing in, chin up, chin down. Keep going. The range is important for you to guide yourself. I've got a pretty flexible neck. And then the last one. All out. Now breathe in, 60 to 80% of your capacity. Chin parallel, relax. Release your lower jaw, relax your neck, shoulders, belly, hips, knees. And breathe out. Hold for 7 to 10 seconds. And allow your breathing to come back to normal, natural Okay, so one last thing. This helps prime us, build our immune system, build our willpower, our courage, boldness. And it's a nice thing to, part of the significance of why I facilitate these classes is to help you prime for your day. So the yoga term is called Bastrika, and the English term is bellow breathing. And it's like you're sneezing, sucking in your navel and your diaphragm, breathing out, releasing. Keep going. No matter how you got it, whether you got it a different way, you think you got it right or not sure, doesn't matter. Let's go breathing in, breathing out. And it's like you're sneezing through your nose. Now just get really relaxed and curious and adventurous, right? So explorative. It's the experience that counts, not the perfection. About 5 more. Breathe it out. Now take a slow, long, deep breath in. And breathe in a little more. Hold the breath, and we're going to breathe out through the mouth. This is the physiological sigh. We're going to do it 2 more times, and we're going to round off. And breathing in through the nostrils. Sip in more air. Relax everything. 3 to 5 seconds. And then slowly breathing out through the mouth. Grounding. One last one. Sip in more air. Feel the pressure. Relax. 2 to 5 seconds more. Slowly out through the mouth. Grounding. Settling. Trusting. A few normal breaths. Thank you for joining this journey. Enjoy the rest of your day. One last thing. What would be the most important thing to focus on in the next, as your highest priority in the next half an hour? What would that be? Okay, thank you so much for joining this Breathfit journey. Repeat as much as you feel to. It's 20 minutes of a similar experience to what you received. It's DIY, so you just plug and play. You've got the video. It's available for the next week until I refresh in a week's time. Take care. Happy breathing, or conscious breathing for happy living and balanced living. Lots of love to yourself, self-compassion, self-acceptance of all parts of you. Enjoy the journey of life.